We've just seen Bitcoin move strongly to the upside, and this has happened despite stocks taking a hit during the same time, probably largely attributable to Trump's renewed tariff shenanigans. On July 12th, President Donald J. Trump threatened to impose a 30% tariff on imports from Mexico and the European Union starting August 1st. Following unsuccessful trade negotiations, Trump has also issued a sternly worded tariff letter to Canada declaring a 35% tax on all Canadian goods entering the U.S., and stock markets retreated on this news Friday morning, with the S&P, NASDAQ, and Dow all down 0.33, 0.08, and 0.76 respectively at the time of this writing. I've listened to several people in the space, and they have said, though, that these downside moves should be much bigger and that markets are pricing in a taco or some kind of reasonable resolution to this.
Definitely. But I think it must be noted that stocks are down a bit while Bitcoin is surging. So bit of a decorrelation there. That's always an interesting thing to monitor.
Well, there's another side to this, though, because previously, I think 2 weeks ago, you had NASDAQ, I think, reaching an all-time high, and S&P was up and Bitcoin was flat. So you're getting this kind of like, almost, you could call this a catch-up from Bitcoin. So, I mean, how you do the time interval, I think, matters for this. No,
that's a good point. Yeah, with Bitcoin dominance coming off its high a little bit, you are, and in this latest move to a new all-time high for Bitcoin, you're seeing many altcoins outperforming Bitcoin to the upside. So as we mentioned, Bitcoin is up 9% on the week. Meanwhile, Ethereum is up 15%. This cycle's darling token, perhaps, Hype, is up about 20% on the week. And then you also have a spattering of meme coins outperforming. So the meme coin market in general bounced 15.1% higher to hit a total of 68.5 billion. And yeah, several of the household name meme coins that we all know and love, like Fartcoin and Pepe, Trump, all seeing double-digit gains with this new surge in price for Bitcoin. So that begs the question, are we moving into the fabled alt season?
I personally, again, not to sound like a broken record, wet blanket, but I don't see it. And I was just thinking about this before we started. The way this usually happens is Bitcoin has kind of a spectacular run, and it goes up and up and up and up. And while it's running hard, it sucks all the liquidity out of the rest of the market. So you see Bitcoin dominance increase. And then when Bitcoin kind of reaches its final peak for that cycle, it stops. And then all that money that was in Bitcoin then goes into other places. And you see Bitcoin dominance kind of fall off a cliff. And you have your proper crazy alt season. I don't think Bitcoin has had its spectacular kind of crazy run up yet. Yeah. And if, for example, you're seeing like predictions being thrown around now, like 250, 400, 500K. I've seen all of these in the past week for Bitcoin top. Now, if we start to run up like that, like a lot of reasonably legit people I see on crypto Twitter are saying like 170, 180, 200 by year end. You start to see run up like that. I can't help but think that it's going to suck up the liquidity from everything else, right? If that happens, then you'd probably see Bitcoin dominance kind of surge. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I mean, just look at the data as a counterpoint to that. Bitcoin broke new all-time highs, yet over the last couple of weeks, Bitcoin dominance has slipped, and you're seeing many altcoins outperform Bitcoin already.
Yeah, that's true. I just don't think that it's material. I think this is like PvP. I think these are like
crypto traders trying to front run the altcoin move.